we're here this weekend in East London running Refashion East Festival. We've got events, workshops, swap shops and walking tours celebrating the history and the culture of rag trade roots. Each year in the UK, 1 million tonnes of textiles are thrown away.
We think there are some really simple everyday things that people can do to extend the lifespan of their clothing, and just with a little bit of creativity can make your clothes last longer, build stronger connections to clothing so that they're not seen as being so disposable.
Today we're running a tattoo tote workshop, so it's really looking at the old sort of traditional techniques of hand embroidery. It's something really important to us that we want to bring back to a generation that maybe didn't learn it when they were younger. It's crazy how many people might throw an item away.
People really understand how much love and effort goes into making a piece of clothing. I'm sure they wouldn't throw it away so easily.
I've enjoyed learning about news stitches because I knew a bit before from school, but I haven't really practiced using any at home. And I'd be interested to see how I can use it at home to update my clothes instead of having to buy new things.
We're teaching people how to knit the tender loving clutch, which is a nice little clutch which can be made in 3 different stitch sizes.
We started making bags and we were showing different knitting techniques. There's a bit of a throwaway trend with clothing, especially when you can get clothes really cheap now as well. So it's important that more people are aware of how much goes into making clothes and value what they have.
We are doing a crafty workshop. Everybody can remember that they had a granny or they had an aunt that knitted or crocheted. You know, we all had those wacky jumpers and wacky cardigans. They're lifelong skills that you'll have forever.
So this is our second swap event. So we give the opportunity to give a second life to unused items that we all have in our wardrobe.
Today we're doing a Huguenot to Hipsters fashion walk. It will relay the history of the area through its fashion.
The business has started back in late 60s. Mainly we do leather goods, and proudly we still produce in Brick Lane. Most of the leather which we use now, they all comes from Italy. The tanneries are no longer producing leather in this country because of the cost. People never used to ask us where the leather comes from or what leather it is, but now I think because of the media, people are more interested to know.
We are running a human library, which is very much like a normal library, but instead of borrowing a book, you borrow a real living person for conversation.
I'm working with the Empathy Museum in the Human Library, talking with people about my role in the fashion industry. I work out of East London and I produce pieces all from designer surplus, and I upcycle them. I think it's so important for people to start getting connected with their clothes. I really enjoyed meeting Sally today, one of our local residents from Whitechapel who's lived here all her life.
We made uniforms to start with. We used to be on the production line, so each person had a different piece to do, and right by the time it got to the end of the bench, the garment was complete. When I was at school, we were taught skills. When you left school at 14, you had a trade in your hand. Don't be afraid of the machine. It's a friend, you know. You want something quick. How much quicker can you go than on the machine?
We think there are lots and lots of people across the country who have lots of creativity and lots of great ideas. We want to collaborate and work with them on running similar events to this across the UK in the future.